take us through that the final play there, what you saw, what you were trying to accomplish there?
Yeah, we were in a run-stopping play, primarily run-stopping play. Was involved in the rush, and I don't even think I had a good rush or anything. I was just trying to find a pass to the quarterback, and luckily was able to and chop at the ball, and the ball came out.
Did you see the ball in that situation, or are you just chopping to try to get
It's too. I mean, I go for the ball. I mean, as you can see, I got a penalty for punching at the ball tonight, but I'm always punching at the ball, and that's just something that I'm always aware of and try to be aware of in training camp practice, and something that, especially when a quarterback is running with the football, it's never fully secured. So I don't know if in that moment I saw it or if it was just muscle memory or what, but I'm glad it happened.
Are you thinking the defense has to win this game when after both teams had the possession, had the field position? Were you sensing?
I don't know if I'd say that specifically. I would say that we were happy to have the opportunity to close the game out as a defense. We knew that it was in sudden death in the last drive there, and we love having the ball. We love playing defense in a situation like that, and glad we were able to close the game out for our team. And like I said, it was a resilient performance for us. We were happy with how we stopped the run. I think they had like 18 or 20 yards in the first half rushing, and then kind of opened up a can of worms and rushed for 100-plus yards in the second half. And even though we got gashed, we found a way tonight, and a win is a win in the National Football League, even if it's not pretty.
What are the emotions like after a win like tonight?
High. We had high expectations for this atmosphere, and it absolutely exceeded everything that we could have imagined. The fans, just hats off to them for creating such a chaotic environment. Anytime you can get offenses on silent counts, it helps as a pass rusher a lot, and as you can see, we were feeding off the energy every single play.
TJ, what did they do differently in the second half to make this such a close game?
What was that?
What did they do differently, Seattle, in the second half to make this such a close game?
It was just committing to the run game. There wasn't many passes at all, and when there were passes, it was play action. It was super maxed up protections, and there wasn't many straight back passes until towards the end of the game. So it was their commitment to the run, and we just had to commit to stopping the run. I think that was a big part, and I'm included in that. But we just have to get a better feel for what the offense are trying to do, and not just pin our ears back in moments where they're running the football.
In the second half, they kind of went a lot more under center with that wide zone stuff. Then they kind of hit you guys with a gun wrap there a little bit. Kind of how's the dynamic different from when they were primarily shotgun first half to the under center stuff in the second half that really got success for them?
I think, like I said, it was just us trying to understand as a defense, as players, what we were expecting to get, and it was commitment to the run. They were running the ball, they were hitting it front side, and when it wasn't front side, he was wrapping back really effectively. And in the shotgun, I think they hit us on a 3rd and 7 run, and we were in a pass. Our ears were pinned back. I think I got kicked out pretty good. But it was just those situations where you have your ears pinned back, and you got to understand that they can run the ball when we're in that package with 3 outside backers on the field.
What did the officials tell you, or any Seattle players tell you? Did you plead your case on the punch thing?
I just said I punch every week. If you watch the film, and I know they do. It's nothing malicious. I don't intend to punch him in the face or in the arm at all. I'm striking at the football, and I just told him it's something that I do on a regular basis. It's not something that I'm trying to affect the player in any way. I'm just simply trying to get the football out.
TJ, do you guys feel like you're in a good spot at the break here?
I mean, we're at the best spot we could be given the circumstances of where we were. So take time to get our bodies back, watch the film, digest it, and take a couple days off here and get back to work with 11 games left.
Was there confusion there on that last play of regulation when the clock stopped? Like, what was being said on the field as all that was transpiring?
We know as much as you guys. We thought the time had expired. I think JP made a hell of a play by punching the ball. I wish we'd recovered it, but obviously the clock still had some time left, and they were able to spike the ball, and obviously the rest is history.
Even if it's 14-0, and then you get in a couple situations where you give up a decisive score, you could lose. Does it go through your head, the ramifications of losing a game like that? Still in the moment, down distance?
Still in the moment. Like I say, I never go into a game or at any point in the game do I feel like we're going to lose a game. There's still time left on the clock. We're gonna play to win, but never have those thoughts.
TJ, you talked about the atmosphere here. Is it a little bit more meaningful when you have guys like Troy, Donnie Shell, and Alan Fanek, and all these Hall of Famers here tonight?
Yeah, for sure. Alumni weekend, all the Hall of Famers in town to play well, not only in home but in front of that crowd, to showcase what we can do. defensively, like I said, just to try to hold up the tradition that's so rich here, to close out a game the way that we did. Hopefully we made those guys proud.
You had the forced fumble and you had the sack in a big play, third down, not long before that. That's something you want to pride yourself on, is making not just sacks in the first, when the game's on the line and there's that situation. That's something you strive to do or want to be known as.
Yeah, I think every single defensive player does, and if you don't have that mindset, then you shouldn't be putting the cleats on and playing football. As a defensive player, that's why I love defense, and that's why I welcome the switch in college, is because you can make a play on any given down, and that's how I feel every single Sunday that we take the field. And towards the end of the game, you know that as a pass rusher, when they have to throw the ball, or even in rundowns, you can affect every single play, and that's just what I'm trying to do every time I'm out there.
TJ, is it tough to get back into a football mode when you see an injury, a scary injury like what happened to Taylor?
Yeah, very scary moment. I hope he's doing well. I haven't really gotten an update about him yet, but obviously those moments are scary. I remember like yesterday when Ryan went down in Cincinnati, and those are always very scary, real moments in football. And sadly, you have to move on quickly because, like you said, the ball gets snapped very quickly once he's carted off the field, and that's just the way that it is. So you have to mentally be able to compartmentalize what just happened and then snap back into playing football.
TJ,
We'll do one more, and then we got Boswell coming in.
TJ, Alex had a huge game today across from you. What did you kind of see from him, and what does it mean to have a guy like Alex really do what he did tonight?
Yeah, Alex, I mean, I felt like he had a really phenomenal camp, and he's put together some great rushes, and I know he kind of had the groin throughout the first couple weeks, and as a pass rusher, you get antsy, and I know he's been antsy, and I'm just glad that he was able to get home tonight. And like I said, I've been watching this since he stepped into the building here in Pittsburgh, and I'm just glad to see it paying off for him.